Hi, then welcome to this live Zoom call. So let's quickly go to gold. Currently, gold, as I've said again, reaching a very, very strong resistance. This is a 15-minute resistance. We can see the 15-minute time frame. This is a 15-minute resistance, and we do expect gold to price to fall from here. It did fall from here yesterday, 17th of July, around 10:15. We saw a massive drop, and it kept dropping all the way back to till tomorrow, today early morning till 2 p.m. It was testing 1970, 1797, then pulled back up to this resistance level of 50 MA, then dropped again all the way back to 1790, which was quite a long drop. So it dropped nearly about, if you take about 1809 to 90, it's quite about 20 pips nearly, which is about 200, 20 points, which is about 200 pips. So we expect same thing to happen. We know this is a very critical, strong level of resistance because we can clearly see 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, about more than 10 to 10 plus times price has reached and hasn't been able to break. We did see a breakup, that was a fake out, and after that breakup we can clearly see how low price went. So this was just a fake out, and sellers are in the market. Sellers at this region are always present. Which is 1809, between 1809 and 1810, we always have sellers present. We always have sellers willing to push the price all the way back up to 1800 mark or even below. So we expect same thing to happen right now. Let me check. Can everyone hear me? Okay, so I think you have to check your mic. The person who can't hear me, check your mic or check your headphone. There's something wrong with it because other people can hear me. So as I was saying, gold is currently testing a very strong resistance. So we can see some signs of pullback. Yes, price have been moving up because we can see, but clearly see over here, it failed to make a higher high. So you can see at this level here, it failed to make a higher high. Usually, if it's an uptrend, price should have broken above. If it was a valid uptrend, but right now it's not valid uptrend anymore because price have failed to make a higher high and just made a similar and closed on similar level at this previous high. So again, expecting price, sellers were here and buyers were scared to push the price up. They're not ready to buy anymore because it's quite high, and they're probably going to start selling the contracts, and sellers going to be start buying those contracts. And what's going to happen is the price is going to be falling downwards. So we expect price to fall back to 1803 or maybe 1800 level for tomorrow's big news. We have quite a few news tomorrow on Wednesday. So we have for US news, let's see quickly check. We have Canadian news. This is going to affect the gold a lot. Core CPI news, and we have Canadian interest decision as well. So this is all quite big news at 3 p.m., which is going to affect the gold loss. So before that, most likely gold is going to be positioned at 1800 level for buyers to really push the price up. This level is quite high for buyers to really buy gold at this level. Is no point because as a buyer, you want as cheap as you can. So they're probably going to let sellers win, push the price down all the way here before they can finally come in for, tomorrow and push the price all the way back up to, the highest of highs, which is 1860, or even break this level and go back to 1856, which is the 11 here resistance, So again, quite a strong level for gold right now. Gold is lingering. We are going to see some lingering around because in about 20 minutes, we have a Fed member speaking. So if you don't know what Feds are basically the people in government who really work the U.S. economy. They talk about what they're going to expect in coming days. They talk about the stocks. They talk about policies. They talk about stimulus. They talk about how this policy is going to affect the economy. They talk about spending, consumer spending. They talk about inflation. They talk about industry decisions. So quite big news. Brainard and Bullard, they both are quite prominent members in FOMC. So these people are going to be speaking soon, and we are going to see some movement in gold when they speak, because if they give a bullish outlook for economy, we are going to see gold drop all the way back to 1803, and if they give bearish outlook, most likely gold will break and go up. So currently, but we do not expect any bearish comments from these people. We expect US economy to be doing good because earlier today's new CPI news was really good, more better than they expected. It was expecting 0.1 but came 0.2. Another bullish sign for dollar, for dollar to really see yes, that's a good economy is doing good right now in US, and US is ready to move this coronavirus phase. So again, that's our gold outlook. 87, keep an eye in about 20 minutes, gold should move, and we might see some more trade being sent out for gold, probably another re-entry for a sell if you see some positive news outlook from FOMC members. So let's look at the pair USD. As reached this 4-hour resistance, this 4-hour second resistance, this second resistance R2, and reached it, could not break above this level, and we can see fall back. So we might see, fall back all the way back to 1.137 level before we can see, price moving upwards again. Quite a big day for euro on Thursday. Has his own interesting decision about 12:30 GMT, PM GMT. So we are going to see probably euro linger around before that Thursday news and probably fall back to this resistance level, which is a 4-hour resistance here, turn support now. So probably you're going to drop back to 1.36 levels and about 30-40 pips, and probably going to rest here before we can see that Thursday news, and it's going to fall back below because we don't expect euro to rise any higher than this. I do not see any reason for euro to be rising so much, as euro are going some more issues compared to US, as they have no stimulus deal yet. They are sitting down on Thursday to talk about more stimulus for countries, but if that doesn't go through, then euro is going to plummet all the way back to this trend channel support level, which is 1.132 level. So that's our outlook for euro. Let's quickly look at GP. GP has risen a lot, but I do not think this is a sustained recovery. I think just a small pullback before we can clearly start seeing a price movement downwards. But if I just draw my Fibonacci, we're probably going to see GP rise another 15 pip or so around this level, 50 fib mark, and then from this level, we're probably going to see GP finally going back to his original trend, which is a downtrend. So we do not expect GP to rise anymore. We can clearly see from this recovery it's been really sluggish. It's just only one massive bullish candle, and since that it's just been lingering indication, that buyers are just barely trying to push the price. Some sellers are not ready to sell yet because they know that price is most likely going to come up here 1.26, and that's a good level to sell because we can see historically as well price does fall from this region. So they want to sell the price around here to get a bit more bear entry, risk to reward. So we are going to be looking to sell GP around this level. Hopefully it probably not going to rise by today when the market, US market closes quite sluggish right now. But when we see an open of a London exchange tomorrow, London market tomorrow, we are going to see GP probably going to rise quite fiercely, quite back to this level, and come, and then probably going to look for a sell on this level. So keep an eye out for this 50 fib mark. It's a 15-minute time frame. I've drawn my fib level, so keep an eye out for this level. We're probably going to look some sell entries just around here. If this level holds and breaks above, we might look for sell entries there again. So these two levels where we're looking for sell entries. If this level breaks, we're definitely going to find some entries to sell around this 61.8 fib level. So that's our outlook for USD pairs and gold, guys. Again, if you have any question, please do ask me now. If you have any question about any of the pairs or gold or any USD pairs or DXY or indices even, you can ask me now. I am more than happy to help you and to walk you through it. What's your problem? Anything, if you need any help. Maybe I have a question. GPSD, I'm on sell, still hold. GPSD sell. I mean, depends what your sell is and when did you sell. If you sold, when the price was here, then you can hold. Probably move your sell above this level, and if this level holds, then you most likely is going to hold and price is going to bounce back. So that's all right. But if you sold somewhere around here, then your what was your TP? If your TP was this level, then it would have been better. But currently GPSD is going to rise. It's going to rise for some time. We are 100% sure it's going to rise up to this level before we can see some sell pressure. But you can keep holding it. Hopefully you're holding a small lot sizes because GP is quite volatile. I do not recommend trading GP with the bigger lot sizes. You have to use really tighter lot sizes for gold and GU right now, as they are really volatile. So yes, you can keep holding up to this level, and this if this level breaks, then maybe you might look to cut your losses and wait for a re-entry around this level. Because if this level breaks, then GU is going to rise a lot. So I would recommend you cut your losses if this level breaks and probably look for a re-entry above this level. Euro JPY quickly. Let me just quickly look at Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, as let me just go to longer time frame, be easier for us to understand. On Euro JPY on longer time frame, it's testing this 4-hour resistance. This is a 4-hour resistance currently testing quite strong bullish momentum today. But again, as you know, Euro is currently taking a downside momentum against all the pairs, as we clearly saw from USD. So we are seeing some pullbacks. Well, it's expected after reaching such high. We are going to see some sellers waiting here to sell the price. But again, it doesn't look like a quite strong sell pressure. This level might just break, and euro could go all the way up to 1.23. Again, I do not think euro would do that just yet. No, probably not today. We have to wait for a euro market open tomorrow, and after that maybe buy euro again. But wait for this level to break if you are looking to buy, and if you're looking to sell, you probably can get into a quick scalp. But again, do not get in yet, because this is quite still wait for a price to reach this level if you're looking for a quick scalp sell. But I wouldn't recommend any selling of euro just off yet. Wait for a breakout. Buying is much more safe on euro right now than selling. Let's look at the question quickly. So, is it still safe to enter the gold sell orders on gold? Yes, it's still safe to enter sell, because gold is quite high, and we do expect gold to drop from there. Yes, gold sell is still active. We're still in gold sell. We do expect gold to drop from there right now. So you can clearly see gold hasn't been able to make quite a big move. As it did before, we can clearly see it's been consolidating smaller and smaller candles, and it's been failed to break higher above this candle. Again, it failed to break higher above this candle, so indicating quite a few sellers at this level, and buyers are really not willing to push the price any more higher. So what's going to happen is buyers soon going to start exiting the positions, and gold going to drop back to 1804 most likely, even lower back to 1797. But that's the expected. Right now market is quite slow. Market is awaiting that news from FOMC members. That's why we're not seeing that much movement currently in the market. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in, joining us. This video is recorded, so it might be sent out to you. If it's not sent out to you, it will be uploaded on YouTube channel, which will be sent out the link. Please do watch and subscribe, share. If you have any friend that wants to start trading, please do recommend our videos, Zoom course, so you can watch and learn and see our services. Of course, we charge free of charge for 7 days. You can join our service, enjoy our service for 7 days free, and you're treated as a royalty, you're treated as a VIP, so you don't have to worry about like other services out there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for amazing feedbacks.